Welcome back. Moving on to our first segment for today, talking about the new academic year. Well, some schools, of course, they have already started by the beginning of September. They started their new academic year, and some other school will be joining within few days. Talking about the mood of our children and also the parents, because they usually are coming out of the vacation, you have to get ready. Sometimes some of the children, they are not that, or let's put it like this, how to make it more enthusiastic for them. They don't want to go, or those who want to go, you know, different feelings at home, whether we're talking about the children or about the parents. Well, over the phone, we have Dr. Hossam Dawidar. He's a family relation expert. Hello.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, doctor. So first of all, I'm talking about, you know, there is a different atmosphere or mood at home. Those who are preparing for the new year, talking, of course, about both children and parents, especially the mother, that we need also to talk about her when she is starting a new academic year as well.
Okay, in the beginning, I'd like to say to all our kids and students, happy new school year. I wish to have a nice year, inshallah. Back to school is a very hectic situation for both kids and parents. As you know, according to the relationship between the student and the school, he prepared to go back to school or not. You know, you said that the mother will be, you know, something like disoriented, something like this because of the irregularity during the summer vacation. And she has to rearrange everything for her kids to start sleep early and wake up early. For the children have to change their mode from the vacation mode to the studying mode. It will be very difficult for each of them, but they must adapt, or they have to adapt.
Well, to tell you the truth, I really can feel this because sometimes also with the mother, still it is not that easy to make this shift, moving on from the vacation into the full responsibility. So let me talk about this from different perspective. For example, talking about time management, talking about how to make it a little bit easy rather than having the burdens of many things that you have to do during the 24 hours, which of course you need more 24 hours to carry out your own responsibilities.
Yes, you are totally right. Time management is very important for both parents and children. You know, it's very nice of you to start this subject nowadays. Some schools already started, and the other will start in 2 weeks, in the coming 2 weeks. So they have time to prepare an organized schedule. To you know, to train their kids for coming back to school. One of the most important things is organizing the date. He must be organized his day. He must wake up early. Starting from now, he must schedule his day to have some fun and have some refreshment for the school, and he also have to, you know, starting reviewing last year if he's already have gone to school the previous year, and if he's new to school, he must be prepared for entering the school.
Sometimes there are many different fears. Well, usually the traditional one, we used to talk about the high school and those who are approaching to the second and third secondary year. But nowadays we can see this among all children, even when we're talking about the early grades, whether 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are some points of fear sometimes when you talk to the children about being accepted, especially those who are moving on to a new school or moving on to a different class with different classmates. So also, this is very, very important, you know, because providing the comfortable environment for the child also will be very, very important. And of course, we talked a lot about bullying. We talked a lot about the acceptance among the children, accepting the other. Many, many different issues, actually, that we need to talk about and to be tackled, and not only from the side of the school, from the parents as well.
Yes, you're totally right. Acceptance is very important. We have to teach our kids or our students that we are different. Everyone is different. We have to accept each one, regardless his religion, regardless his skin color, regardless his social status, socioeconomic status. So we have to teach them that we are not like any other. You are not like any other child. You are not like any other student, and also the other one is not like you. But you have to accept him. You have to deal with him. You have to communicate with him. Training of the kids for suitable or healthy communication is very important. Communication skills is very important for the children to deal with each other, to deal with his colleagues. It's very important, and you know, it's the role of the mother and father, the role of parents, the role of home is to teach their children how to communicate with all different types of people and accept all of them, and treating them friendly and politely without losing their rights, okay?
Well, sometimes, and still we can see this among many different groups, the main concern only will be given to academic side. Sometimes I see the school is not only for academic side, because if you are just talking about learning and that's it, you can find it anywhere. Even you have the homeschooling, for example. But we have to take into consideration that this school is a small society. It includes the academic, it includes the different social life aspects, talking about activities, talking about many different means of entertainment that some people will believe that this is for entertainment, we don't have time, but actually these parts or these points are what are going to build the personality of the child.
Yes, it will build the personality of the child and will also engage the child with the school. And this is the most important thing. So it's the engagement of the student to his school. You are totally right. Social activities is very important. Regardless the importance of the learning process and the academic process, but with the time management we talk about, the school can arrange some social activities, some sports activities, and all of these will help the child to engage with the school and engage with his colleagues. This is very important to, to emphasize his personality and to grow up his psychic behavior also. On the mindset of many children is that he's going to school for learning only, and it's very difficult for him and very hard for him but engaging with these activities will give him the opportunity to talk to his colleagues, to share something, some activities with his colleagues, and to share the responsibility with his colleagues.
How important it is when it comes to relieving the pressure? I mean, starting from the new year, just as I mentioned in the beginning, we can see parents are very much still concerned with the marks, points gained, and even if we're talking about kids, talking about the very early stages. So how far is it important? Is it only about the marks that you get, or about your capabilities and your participation and being, you know, a member, active member of your small community?
Thank you for this question. This question is very important, as learning is not the process of education only. Learning is learning the academic and the social part also. So it's very important for the new entrance of the school is to have an orientation day. They have to have some activities in first week. They have to talk to their teachers and their whatever they want. And one of the most important thing is the monitors. Some schools have the the monitoring process, that one of the oldest students have another youngest one, and to be a mentor for him, to give him the advices and helping him in studying, helping him in engaging in social activities. It's very important, this mentoring, and for the parents must, notice their children for both the academic part and the behavior part. Because the behavior part and the emotional part is very important and reflecting very, very, very strongly on the academic part. So they have to talk to their children about what did you do today, what did you talk to your colleagues, did you talk to your teachers. Must have at least have an hour with your child to have a feedback about his day in school.
Right, Dr. Hossam Dawidar, family relation expert. Thank you very much for joining us. Right, moving on to a quick break, then we'll be back.